Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my friend. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Hizba Aulia. I used to be called by the name Hizba, but sometimes my friends in junior high school often called me by the name Days. I confirm Majalengka Agency, more precisely in Block Arjuna, RT5, IW3, Anjikulang Village, Kasokandal District, Majalengka Agency, and West Java Province. I was born in Majalengka, Monday, the 19th of April 2004. This year, I am 17 years old. I am currently studying at the Indonesia University of Education Islamic Education Study Program. My father name is Sharif Muhyiddin and my mother name is Nurul Komanda. My father worked as a principal at the elementary school one of Baturuyu, and my mother worked as an Indonesian teacher at junior high school 2 of Kasokandal. I am the second of 4 children. My brother is a man. Name is Furqan Nur Hidayat. My brother already has a wife. Name is Dinun Nur Islamiyati and has a daughter. Name is Hamda. My brother is now working as an art and culture teacher at junior high school 4 of Pasundan. Then I also have 2 younger sisters who are still in the 5th grade elementary school. Their names are Shafa Salsabila Fauzia and Shifa Salsabila Fauzia. They are twins. My hobby is exercising, especially is karate. Initially, I attended karate training when I was in 8th grade of junior high school. During my karate training, I was already in the brown belt and just had to take another test to achieve a black belt and become a sensei. In addition, I have also participated in many matches, whether it is matches at the school, district, region 3, Cirebon, or West Java provincial level. Whether it is matches at I have felt the atmosphere of the competition. Achievement that I have achieved in the field of karate, including the first place at the Majalengka Agency level and the third place at the Cirebon Region 3 level. Apart from karate, in my spare time, I usually swim, cycle, and read book. I have a favorite food that is a must-have when eating, which is sunny side up eggs. In my opinion, the sunny side up eggs is an ordinary food but has extraordinary ingredient. And the other thing that makes me love this is that it cooks easily and doesn't take a long time to make. For drink, I really like carrot juice, but for this drink, it is very difficult to find because not all restaurants provide this juice. In 2009, I started studying at elementary school 2 of Ranjikulon. I choose elementary school 2 of Ranjikulon by change the school is close to my house. I entered elementary school when I was 5 years old. At the time, I was one of the youngest students among my friends. But it didn't matter to me because Alhamdulillah, I survived in elementary school. I was always ranked in the top 6 in the class. When I elementary school, it became a very beautiful experience when playing with friends, filled with joy and excitement. Then, after graduating from elementary school in 2015, I attended junior high school, namely Junior High School 2 of Kasokandel. While in junior high school, I started taking a lot of extracurricular activities, including PMR and Scouts. I got a lot of knowledge when I entered extracurricular, especially in Scouting. Alhamdulillah, in 2016, I had the opportunity to become a representative for Majalengka to participate in the National Scout, now as the National Jambor 10 in Cibubur, Jakarta for 12 days. There, I met more than 25,000 Scout members from all over Indonesia and representative of neighboring countries. I gained a lot of experience and knowledge while there, learning from Scout knowledge, general knowledge, the opportunity to see President Jokowi and Raisa in the opening and closing ceremony, and made many new friends not only from Indonesia but also from Malaysia, Brunei Darussalam, Singapore, Timor Leste, Australian, and Thailand. The experience of participating in the National Jamboree became a very memorable experience in my life. In addition, while in junior high school, I also got academic achievement, namely being the first place winner in grades 8, 9, and getting the first overall champion at the junior high school level. 2018 was the final year of junior high school, and I switched to high school to continue my education. And Alhamdulillah, I entered and joined the family of Senior High School 1 of Majalengka. Senior High School 1 of Majalengka is a favorite high school in Majalengka. The school is religious, disciplined, clean, and a lot of the foods want to study at elementary school, uh, want to study at Senior High School 1 of Majalengka. While in high school, I again developed my interest and talent through Scout extracurricular and supplemented with the Max Youth Association extracurricular. In the Scout extracurricular, I served as secretary for the period 2018 until 2021. At at IRMA, I served as chairman of the Suro board for 2020 until 2021. The high school years are the most beautiful series of life for me because there are so many experiences, but in learning at school are in scouting and IRMA, starting from the many tasks that must be done by a, a committee in scouting and IRMA. And meeting good, diligent, and extraordinary friends. This is good because with friends who are diligent and serious in studying, it makes me motivated to be more enthusiastic and serious in learning. But unfortunately, when the good times in high school were suddenly stopped by the COVID-19 outbreak that hit Indonesia when I was in class 11 in the second semester. This has a direct impact on training patterns, habits, and learning atmosphere. From studying at school with friends to learning independently at home. At first, it felt good to be able to study at home. However, over time it continued to lower enthusiasm for learning and felt bored because they had to be at home for a year and a half. In the end, time went on and on until I didn't realize I was at the end of high school education. After studying in high school for 3 years, I continued my education to the college level. To enter college is not an easy thing. You have to go through a long stage. When I entered college, there were many stories that became an experience and required a big struggle. The initial stage that I followed was trying to enter through the SNMPTN or grades path. I chose mathematics education major in choice number one and English and language language number two. However, at this time I was not accepted and probably not the best for me. Then, after a receiving announcement that I was not accepted at SNPTN, I tried again to take the exam for it and choose UP Islamic Religious Education in the first choice. To prepare for the SBMPTN, every day I continue to study and study. So then I can pass this stage. And Alhamdulillah for the blessing and the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At the same time, my effort yield result. When it was announced on June the 14th, 2020, 2021, that I was accepted at the Indonesian Education University majoring in Islamic education. My motivation to enter Islamic religious education at the Indonesian Education University is to want to become a competent and professional Islamic religious education teacher and have worked inside and knowledge the field of Islamic religion. Besides, it's my motivation to enter this department is to want to become a preacher like Ustad Adi Hidayat. He is an Ustad who really motivates me to be able to make myself a better person, closer and more enthusiastic in worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My hope to be in the Department of Islamic Religious Education is that I hope that I become a person who loves the Quran and the Hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam more. In addition, fully acknowledge gain during college. In this department is useful for achieving happiness and live in this world and in the hereafter. In the hereafter. And finally, I have a motto that I always instill in myself at all times, which is convince yourself that one day, at the appointed time of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will accept the reckoning of myself. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye and wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.